Comrade Brown, and also to members of the press to this short briefing. I think I just wanted to mention that we had an overwhelming response in terms of people who applied for consideration of Central Committee positions. And the number was really unprecedented, and there's a lot of excitement coming from, in all provinces, coming from young people, from the old guard, from the women, and etc. And so the response was quite overwhelming. And again, as I said, it was across all provinces. Even those who knew that they didn't meet the criteria, they still applied. Still submitted their CVs, and yet they knew that they didn't meet the requirements, probably hoping that they would probably sneak in by chance, as that normally happens, but obviously we had to turn these away because we had to stick to the criteria that was set. A total of 734 of our members applied for consideration. And out of that, I think the number is not really correct. Out of that, only 93 did not make it in terms of meeting the requirements. And this gave us a percentage of 12.6% of those who didn't meet the requirements. Now, most of those who did not meet the criteria were to do with people who haven't really done the 5 years required at provincial level, and also those who didn't qualify in terms of having 15 consecutive years in the structures of the party. There was also quite an insignificant number of those who couldn't make it because they have got outstanding disciplinary cases where they still have to serve a few months or so, and those quite again another insignificant number of those who were not who didn't pass the security checks for one reason or another. Now that we have gone through all the stages, having passed through the provincial elections directorates, having passed through the national elections directorate, and also having submitted certain issues that had to be referred to senior leadership, that is now taken place, and now we can now confirm that elections across all provinces will be held this coming Saturday, the 8th of October 2022, starting at 10 o'clock around all the provinces. There are team leaders who will be in charge of the provinces in terms of these elections. These team leaders have been selected from provinces, from different provinces. Like in the case where you have a member coming from Masvingo going to Manicaland and vice versa. So we have 10 leaders who will be team leaders. They will also be accompanied by the members of the secretariat from head office. And each of the teams will also have an ICT officer who will also be assisting. But apart from the team leaders, the secretariat and ICT, there are also members who will become part of the teams who will go to each admin districts. Each admin district will have 2 people to man them. Again, these are coming from the different admin districts, but from the same provinces. The team leaders and the ICT people, as well as the secretariat, are, as we speak, undergoing a workshop here at head office, really to acquaint them with the processes that will take place on Saturday in terms of who constitute the electoral college, the process itself, and the reporting methods that they will be employing. So there is that workshop, which is a one-day workshop taking place today. Now, the team leaders will, this Friday, also go to the various provinces where they are operating from, and they will meet the supporting team members in that province, and they will also be giving them a briefing of the entire process of what they are expected to do, so that they are well prepared for the task on Saturday. They will also be receiving the paperwork that goes with the work that is before them. So that is happening today, and which will also be taking place on Saturday, and hopefully the elections will take place in earnest on Saturday, and we expect the results to be transmitted to the party HQ on that very on over the weekend or on Sunday, maybe starting on Saturday and spilling into Sunday. So we expect that our members, those who constitute the Electoral College, will also turn up and exercise their right at the admin centers. So elections will be held at the administration centers. And we expect that the process will be very peaceful. The Electoral College does not constitute a lot of people, and I think it's about less than 200 people in each admin district who constitute the Electoral College. So we expect that we'll have a smooth process, and we expect the leadership in those admin districts to offer their maximum support to these teams to make sure that the process takes place smoothly and transparently, and to make sure that those who want to exercise their right do so, and that those who have to be voted in so enjoy the comfort of a very conducive environment. We still want to appeal to those who are contesting really to desist from vote buying, and we hope that where there are cases of vote buying, this will be reported, and that where there is evidence, definitely action will be taken. So I wish those who are contesting the best of luck, and also those who are participating, that they should enjoy their right to vote, and that once this exercise is out of the way, we then make sure that we plan for this year's Congress in full swing, and that at the Congress we should be able to see, to congratulate those who have made it to the Central Committee, and also to thank those who have been at the helm for the preceding period. And I think this marks really the end of our processes during the elective year of ZANU PF. I think what makes ZANU PF a very strong party is really these well and tried processes of making sure that people participate, people take positions, they've got their time to move out, and also their time to stand up and be re-elected, and that is done in terms of the constitutions and following all the processes, and also where complaints do come in, because in any election, it's a competition, you do have complaints, and we continue to receive these complaints, but they will be attended to so that all these matters are given due consideration and that action is taken timeously. So I think it has been a good year for us in terms of making sure that we go through the elective processes right from the beginning of the year in January, when we started with the elections for our provincial structures. And now, as we come to the tail end of this process, we are happy that so far so good, and that our people have really demonstrated their keenness to participate in the party structures. It only tells you that the party is strong. People want to participate. People want position. Of course, positions are fewer than those who want those positions, but that's democracy in place. We all can't make it at the same time. But look, there are so many positions, and for those who are still young, the future is there for them as they take up with the other people who have been there, moving out and making place for new ideas for our younger people to take positions. So that ends my brief today. Thank you very much for coming.